they planned,
Yeah,
right?
man.
They planned the hell out of that party.
Yeah.
And then promote the hell out of the party too.
Clearly, because a portion of people end up came. So they move all of the furniture in the living room out. So everything we can break, they move them out of the way. Them shift the fridge go all the way down. Them man, them go hard. Them go hard to make sure.
When you want content quality, there's one place I'd rather be. Travel over land and overseas, watching the Delpratt family. The Delpratt family. The Delpratt family. The Delpratt family. The Delpratt family.
Hey D Squad.
How y'all doing?
Welcome back to the Delpratt family, guys. Alright?
Welcome.
Yes, so today, we'll be touching on the topic of Airbnb a little bit, right? We had an experience recently in running our Airbnb that, it's very impactful and we wanted to share with you guys, right? I know a lot of the subscribers here, you have interest in Airbnb, so you want to start an Airbnb, a lot of you, or you are already in the Airbnb business. Yeah. We have been operating our Airbnb for a little while now.
Yeah, for a good little while.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, say, boy, it has been very good to us overall, right?
We've had a good run.
Yeah, man, definitely. And also, even with COVID, we've had greater than 90% occupancy rate. So we have to give thanks for that.
We want to paint a very real picture
Right.
of what to expect, of what's going on out there.
Right.
So we wanted to share one specific experience that we've had recently. But it's not the only one that we've had. Like, we've had many. But I think this one is the most extreme.
Yeah, so this experience, I mean, in everybody, there's always a good. There's always something to take away.
Yes, there's always a takeaway.
Right? So, I mean, one particular thing that we've been procrastinating on for a very long time with our Airbnb. True. That, we say, all right, I could put it off. So we're going to get into it, guys. All right? But, something particular, we say we can put it off a little bit. Right? Really so pertinent. But this particular incident really brought it to light why we need to get this thing out of the way and in the business, because at the end of the day you have to be spending on your business.
Yep.
Right? You have to be continually improving the business if you want it to succeed.
So recently with the pandemic going on, we've actually had an increase in local bookings.
Yes.
So before, you could say that we were like 100% overseas person.
True.
So before, our main clientele always 100% was overseas, from overseas. But now we're having a good amount of local persons being interested in Airbnb, been interested in our property to use it for different reasons.
Right.
And we've realized that we need to be very careful, especially when it comes to local persons, because their intentions can be a bit different.
Right.
You're there, you live here already. Why are you using an Airbnb?
Right.
So their intention can be a bit different.
Right. And of course, we are not stereotyping, because again, we get guests sometimes that they are from out of town and they want to come closer to Kingston, so they book.
Exactly.
Right. There are persons also that they are having weddings, and then the women want to have an Airbnb where they can get ready.
So basically,
at your Airbnb.
You use the Airbnb to get ready.
Yeah, so I mean, with the pandemic, right, the entertainment industry have taken a severe hit.
Yeah.
Right? There have been no parties going on, right? A lot of bars have been closed and stuff like that. So a lot of time persons, they might wanna have their parties there link up, but they can't because everything's shut down. Right? So there are unscrupulous people around that they want to host parties, but there's nowhere. So their grand idea is to book an Airbnb to host their parties. Yeah. Mind you, there are Airbnbs that
allow or facilitate gatherings.
Yes, right. I know personally of venues that have nice pool, big place, big yard with nice pool and everything where people can host party. But maybe the price is a hindrance.
Yes.
You know?
So we just found that persons There are just persons of ill intentions
Right.
around, and there are persons who, although these places are available, and are readily available for anybody to book, they choose not to book those venues, and they will choose to book a Airbnb, for example, like ours, which only has a maximum capacity that we allow of 4 persons.
Right.
And that's for a very good reason.
Right.
Because when you have overcrowding of your
Airbnb
space, it's a lot of wear and tear,
Yes.
a lot of damage.
As we're saying, sometimes people want to have their parties and, so we have our ground rules set up, right? Maximum 4 persons.
Yes.
All right.
No parties.
Right, no parties. So anybody want to book our Airbnb, we make that known clear. There are sometimes persons, so hey, we're going to have 5 persons or 6 persons, and we're like maximum 4. All right. If you want to have visitors coming over to look for you, just fine. No problem.
Visitors are fine.
Right.
But
So
it's the gathering and it is the party that we have a problem with.
These set of persons, they contacted us saying that they wanted the space for 2 days. In fact, they said that they coming from overseas. Right. They actually messaged us with overseas number and all of this, say, hey, whatever. So we say, okay, no problem. We stated it clear. Maximum 4 persons, no parties. Yes, so there's actually no camera at our Airbnb, and this is one thing that we said we wanted to install there, but we never got around to doing it. Right. Yeah. But we want to let you guys know that based on our experience, we think that in operating an Airbnb, the camera is of utmost importance. Not inside, but on the outside.
Yes.
Just to monitor what's going on. So whether you're in Jamaica or you're overseas, I think a camera is important. Because actually this thing opened our eyes to a lot. Because look, somebody could actually plan to come and literally move out the things them. Right?
They can empty a house, people.
Yeah, man, literally can empty a house. But, so having a camera installed on the outside, that will definitely, save you that headache.
Yeah.
Right, so them come, them take the key, the cards, whatever passes or whatever, and we're gone.
Today they checked in for 2 nights.
Yes.
Right? And the day that they check out, we have 3 hours later, we have a check-in for a month.
Yes, a month reservation.
A month's reservation. Yeah. And let the agent tell you what they did.
Alright, so what they did, they come the Friday evening, took the keys, them have them planned. So, boom, now it's a gated community, so it's limited access, but them understand the system. So what they did, them have the 1 car, or maybe 2 cars, so them go out of the gate back and forth shuttling them people. So, after a while, the place get full. Mind you, this gated community is very quiet, very intimate, and this is one of the reasons why we don't want any form of overcrowding, because we don't want any disturbances and we don't want our neighbors to be uncomfortable. All right. So yes. as an Airbnb host, you guys should be mindful about the impact that your Airbnb will have
on your environment.
Right?
Definitely.
Yes. So put measures in place that your neighbors will not be impacted.
Yes, you have to maintain the environment that your Airbnb is in. And that's one of the things that we offer with our Airbnb.
Yep.
A quiet space.
Right, and that's what we want.
Yeah, exactly. A quiet personal space. When you start to throw off the environment, you start to annoy your neighbor.
Yeah.
Put your neighbor in unrest. Then you're gonna find that you're gonna have an issue in the entire community space.
Right.
And that's what we don't want.
Right. Plus, of course, if you invite these kind of bookings, it will have a negative impact on the community that you're operating your business in, and that will negatively affect your Airbnb business. If the esteem that the community that your Airbnb is in, like say it is always a peaceful, quiet environment, then of course people will be more inclined to book your space. All right. So anyway, back to the story.
So they had a party, and because we had no cameras, we could not see what was happening in the perimeter.
Right.
So it wasn't a loud party.
But a lot of persons were on the outside. We get to understand.
Exactly.
And,
so it was visible to those around that there was a party going on at this particular location.
Yeah, man.
Although there wasn't any loud noise.
Right, so how we found out? So I'm a person, we always have the mornings, I play football Saturday mornings in my community. Right, so while we were there about to start, we noticed one big group going, that's a big group, probably 8 persons walking out. And then another one. I was saying, one of the guys said, look at that party down there, man. And me I say, what do you mean? And then it crossed my mind. Like, in the community, like they were coming from down in the community, but we weren't sure. We never even know. But one mind say, I wonder if it's one of my Airbnb them people I come from. You see me? So immediately now, we go straight down to the house. When I went down there, yeah, when we reached down there, man, party still in a full swing. Wow. And soon daylight now, you know. Soon daylight, a portion of people at the house, I tell you, you know.
Oh my God.
The man them plan out everything. The man them
they had a very they planned
man.
They planned the hell out of that party.
Yeah.
And then promote the hell out of the party too.
Clearly, because a portion of people end up came. So they move all of the furniture in the living room out. So everything we can break, they move them out of the way. Them shift the fridge go all the way, you know. The man them go hard. Them go hard to make sure say
the thought that just came. We should have taken pics.
Yes, true.
We should have taken pics of the house.
The man them convert the thing in like a club hall out there, may I tell you.
Yep.
You see me?
Yep.
And trust me.
We can actually insert like pics of our Airbnb space, and if you can imagine.
Yeah.
With the fridge pushed way back to the back door, and the couch moved from where it is to beside the fridge at the back door, and the tables removed, the carpet moved.
Everything. They moved everything.
They moved everything.
Yeah, man.
What I will say is that they planned it, and they planned how they were going to organize the space. There were balloons.
Yeah.
There were cups everywhere. Liquor bottle everywhere.
Liquor bottle and mash on the ground to me, I tell you, and sweetie, everything. It's like a party. And you know when drinks spill on the ground, you know how the place will get sticky. And remember, there's a high traffic environment now. Them convert the thing in a high traffic environment. So you know how the ground will get dirty.
The dirt on the ground was so thick.
Yeah, man. Thank God, it's like, alright, so this is the first night for them, you know, we got 2 night bookings. So the first night and then party night. So basically, them just have, cause them carry, a portion of people carry luggage, you know, so them come for stay, you know. So like after the party, them plan for stay.
There were about 10 people
who had luggage.
Approximately 10 people with luggage that said that they came, you know, in the latter end of the morning. So them come in the wee hours of the morning and then come with them bag. They're ready to stay over. So they obviously had plans for the second night as well. Yeah, man.
So basically, we just start the party, right? Basically, they void the contract. They got them out of the place, right?
Not only that, you know, but let's give them the graphics. So you see, apart from that, you see when you looked outside, there were garbage on the lawn.
Yeah, man, garbage
on the road.
True.
There were just garbage everywhere. And when they started cleaning up, you take over. Because
right, so when my boss see, you know, guys, and think them shocking about them, I say, oh my God, like them never expect it. So when I say no, I have to clean up my place. Right?
Adrian was livid.
Yeah, man, I was
livid.
I was mad. So them just grab my bucket while I was there and them like this, you know. So first I tell them to come out, all of them to come out, and then after me I say, I better want to clean it up. Because I tell them to say the thing is still bad.
A hungry man could have wiped off the floor there.
They will wipe the floor, mind you.
See all the dirt, the dirt thick on the floor. A hungry man can wipe that off.
So they wipe the floor, they wipe about the place and whatever, but the walls were extremely dirty. Right? We had to actually get a painter to come back and paint out back a portion of the areas where the scuff marks were on the wall. Because if any of you guys know our Airbnb, you know that our Airbnb is always clean. Right? We are super hosts on Airbnb, so we maintain 100, like we maintain our 5-star rating because we want to ensure that the space is always clean.
In fact, one of our our standard is what you see on the picture.
Right.
So when you look at our Airbnb, what you see is literally what
you get. Correct.
In the same place, in the same location. Like what you see is what you get.
Right.
So when you come in, you have clean walls, because you have to think about it. I think about myself and what I would feel comfortable in. So I ensure that the place is always clean. Like,
yep.
We have clean walls.
Yes.
We have clean
no
curtains,
smoking.
No smoking.
Right. So we have no smoking signs on the place, and we always tell our persons no smoking. It's on the Airbnb website. It's a no smoking environment.
And that's vital.
Right, and it's important because trust me, you guys know how it goes when you go into a space that people smoking. Right, the furniture, the linen smell. You know that smell.
Yeah, the couch, the bed,
the curtains. Right.
They have that very nasty odor.
Right. Even when the things them seem clean, there's this odor in the place. So we try to eliminate that, so it's a no smoking environment.
Exactly. And then you have persons coming, they can trigger off an allergy.
Yeah.
Reaction, trigger off a migraine. You never know.
Right. Yeah, guys. So I mean, this was a really eye-opening situation for us. Luckily, we were able to get the place spotless again. Right, we paint off the wall areas that have the dirt. We clean up the place. The place was clean.
We had to basically do an entire strip of the house. Do spring cleaning. We had to take down the curtains because they were smoking.
Yeah, so they were smoking. Every fabric in the house, we take them down. Everything when them fabric in the house, we take them down, and we treat them. We treat them and thing, because that's our standard, and we want to maintain that standard.
So we had to treat our couch or beds or... So we cleaned all the linen in the house, ensuring that there were no odors, there were no smells. We had to clean the walls. We had to replace what was damaged, because we did have a couple damaged items that we had to repair.
Yeah, guys, so this is basically an eye-opening situation for prospective Airbnb operators, or those already in the business, to have an idea as to what people can come with. Yeah. Right? So as I say, guys, the camera is of utmost importance, and we did purchase this camera. We're gonna link it somewhere on the screen. Exactly. You will see the camera.
So we've gotten cameras to fix that problem.
Right.
But also to update your policy, update the policy on your Airbnb,
right,
and ensure that your contract is up to date.
Right.
And know the laws that can protect you in that situation.
Correct.
Persons literally will steal your linen.
Right.
They will steal other things in your Airbnb. They will destroy different things in your Airbnb. Like, they will destroy it. Right? So you need to have policies in place that will protect you and your valuables. And you also need to have those policies coming aligned with the law that of whatever location. Because if you're not in Jamaica, then you're in another part of the world. You need to know what laws can protect you and what laws can be enforced if such a situation should occur. Correct.
Yeah, guys, so that's basically our experience that we're basically sharing with you guys, because I was saying that we know a lot of you are interested in the Airbnb business. All right, so we had to share. Yeah, so remember to subscribe to our channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed before, please hit that like button. All right.
Turn on the post notification bell.
Yes.
So you know every single time we post a video.
Yes.
Right. Put the settings on all.
Yes. All right, guys. Peace out. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.